Have you ever stopped to think that true beauty transcends the conventional standards that society tries to impose on us? Today we are going to talk about something extraordinary that happens when we reach our 60s, 70s, or 80s, a unique transformation that goes far beyond physical appearance. It is a beauty that comes from within, that manifests itself through the wisdom we have gained, the resilience we have developed, and the vitality we have cultivated throughout our journey. Recent research from the National Institute on Aging in the United States reveals something fascinating. People who maintain a positive outlook on aging live, on average, 7.5 years longer than those who hold on to limiting views about age. This isn't just about living longer, but about living better with more purpose and satisfaction. Do you know that feeling of admiration we feel when we meet someone who, regardless of their age, radiates contagious energy? That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to share with you 9 special qualities that make older people truly magnetic and inspiring. These qualities are not closely guarded secrets, but rather characteristics that we can consciously cultivate. They are attributes that develop naturally as we embrace each stage of life with enthusiasm and purpose. The Center for Research on Healthy Aging at Stanford University has shown that people who cultivate these qualities not only feel more satisfied with life, but also inspire and positively influence younger generations. Imagine being able to wake up every day feeling fulfilled, vibrant, and full of purpose, regardless of the number that marks your age. Imagine being able to look in the mirror and see beyond the marks of time, seeing the unique beauty that only life experience can provide. This is the transformative journey we are going to talk about. Throughout this video, I will share with you real stories of people who discovered the secret to a beauty that does not fade with time. Let's explore together how small changes in our perspective and in our daily habits can create a profound transformation in how we feel and how others perceive us. Get ready for a heartfelt conversation about how we can embrace each stage of life with grace, dignity, and an extra dose of charm. Let's discover together how maturity can be one of the most beautiful and rewarding stages of our lives, where every wrinkle tells a story of overcoming, every smile reflects a lesson learned, and every day is a new opportunity to shine even brighter. Let's begin our journey by exploring the first 3 secrets that make older people radiate a unique and magnetic beauty. And believe me, these are not complicated secrets. They are practices that we can incorporate into our daily lives starting today. The first pillar is to stay physically active, but we're not talking about running marathons or doing intense workouts. Research from the Harvard University Longevity Center shows that just 30 minutes of moderate physical activity 5 times a week can add up to 3 years to your life expectancy. Imagine starting your day with a leisurely walk in the park, feeling the morning sun and fresh air. Or how about a gentle dance class, where every move not only strengthens your body but also feeds your soul with music and joy? Swimming is particularly beneficial. It works all the muscles in your body without putting any strain on your joints. And let's not forget gardening, an activity that not only keeps you moving but also connects you with nature. The key here is not intensity but consistency and enjoyment of movement. The second pillar is continuous learning. Studies from the National Institutes of Health in the United States reveal that people who keep their minds active through constant learning are 63% less likely to develop cognitive problems. This could mean learning a new language. Imagine the satisfaction of being able to speak to your grandchildren in English or Spanish, or perhaps discovering a new hobby such as digital photography or watercolor painting. I recently followed the story of Maria, a 75-year-old woman who decided to learn to play the piano. She says that each new song she masters is a small victory that makes her feel alive and fulfilled. Learning keeps our minds sharp in our conversations interesting, creating meaningful connections with people of all ages. The third pillar is something many people underestimate: maintaining a vibrant sense of humor. According to research from the University of California, laughter not only reduces stress levels but also strengthens our immune systems. But it's not just about telling jokes. It's about maintaining a lighthearted perspective on life even when faced with challenges. It's about that ability to laugh at yourself when you make a small mistake, to find humor in everyday situations, to share moments of joy with friends and family. As Dr. Robert Butler, a pioneer in aging studies, says, laughter is the best cosmetic. It creates happy wrinkles that beautify any face. These 3 pillars work in synergy. When you stay active, your body produces endorphins that improve your mood. When you are in a good mood, you feel more motivated to learn new things. And the more you learn, the more reasons you find to stay active and engaged with life. The important thing to remember is that there is no one-size-fits-all formula. Each person finds their own rhythm and their own way of incorporating these elements into their life. The secret is to start small, celebrate each progress, and most importantly, be kind to yourself on this journey of self-discovery and self-transformation. Now that we've covered the first 3 pillars of timeless beauty, let's explore 3 more equally powerful characteristics that make older people radiate a unique and inspiring beauty. These are qualities that, when consciously cultivated, transform not only our appearance but our entire experience of life. The 4th pillar is cultivating meaningful relationships. The Harvard Center for Research on Aging discovered something extraordinary. People who maintain strong social connections are 50% more likely to live longer and with a better quality of life. It's not just about having lots of friends, but about nurturing deep and meaningful relationships. Think about how rewarding it is to have a heart-to-heart with a longtime friend, share a laugh with your grandchildren, or simply enjoy a leisurely breakfast with your significant other. These are the moments that weave the rich tapestry of our lives. Like Clara, a 72-year-old who hosts a monthly book club in her home, she says, each gathering is an opportunity to strengthen bonds and keep her mind active through stimulating discussions. The 5th pillar invites us to reflect on self-image, dressing for confidence, not for. Studies from the Department of Psychology at Stanford University show that the way we dress directly affects our mental disposition and our social interactions. It's not about following fashion trends, but about finding your personal style that reflects who you are. It's that wonderful feeling of wearing something that makes us feel good, that expresses our personality. As Dr. Sarah Thompson, an expert in the psychology of aging, says, when we dress confidently, we send a powerful message not only to the world, but most importantly to ourselves, a message of self-care and self-worth. The 6th pillar is perhaps one of the most challenging and rewarding: adaptability to change. Research from the National Institute of Mental Health in the United States reveals that people with greater mental flexibility have lower levels of anxiety and greater satisfaction with life. It's about embracing change as opportunities for growth, not obstacles. Consider the inspiring story of Carlos, 68, who after retiring as an accountant decided to learn how to use social media to run a gardening blog. He turned a life-changing moment into a new adventure, connecting with people from different generations and sharing his passion for plants. The beauty of this phase of life lies precisely in our ability to reinvent ourselves. Every change, whether small or large, is a chance to discover new facets of ourselves. It's like a dance. Sometimes we need to learn new steps, but that's what keeps the music interesting. The key is to understand that adaptability does not mean losing our essence. On the contrary, it is about using our accumulated experience and wisdom to navigate change with grace and serenity, like a river that finds its way between rocks, maintaining its nature while adapting to the terrain. These 3 pillars remind us that true beauty and maturity comes from our ability to connect, express ourselves authentically, and adapt wisely. These are qualities that, when cultivated with care and awareness, make us not only more attractive but truly magnetic. We have reached the last 3 pillars that complete our journey towards timeless beauty. These are characteristics that, when incorporated into our daily lives, have the power to transform not only our appearance, but our entire experience of life after the age of 60. The 7th pillar invites us to embrace our passions with renewed enthusiasm. The University of Michigan's Center for Active Aging research found that people who maintain active hobbies and interests have 23% lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. It's not about having a huge amount of activities, but about dedicating ourselves deeply to what truly moves us. I recently met Donna Teresa, 77, who discovered her passion for watercolor painting at the age of 70. She says that each brushstroke is a form of meditation, each painting a new discovery about herself. When I'm painting, time stops. I feel connected to something bigger than myself, she shares with sparkling eyes. It's that sparkle in her eyes that no cosmetics can replicate. The 8th pillar is fundamental: maintaining a clear purpose in life. Studies by the National Institutes of Health in the United States show that people with a strong sense of purpose are 40% more likely to live beyond 90 years of age with quality of life. Purpose can manifest itself in many ways, whether through volunteering, caring for family, or a meaningful personal project. Like Mr. John, 82, who dedicates 2 mornings a week to teaching chess to children at a public school. Seeing the moment a child understands a new strategy makes me feel alive and useful, he shares. Purpose gives us a reason to get out of bed every day, with enthusiasm and anticipation. The 9th and final pillar invites us to embark on an inner journey, cultivating spirituality and interiority. Research from Yale University reveals that people who practice mindfulness or meditation regularly experience slower cellular aging. But it's not just about formal meditation, it's about developing a deep connection with yourself and something bigger than yourself. This could be through a daily gratitude practice, such as making a mental list of 3 good things that happened during the day before going to bed, or through spending time in nature, feeling the breeze on your face and watching the trees move. Dr. Rachel Green, an expert in positive psychology, says that inner peace is the most powerful cosmetic there is. The most fascinating thing is how these last 3 pillars intertwine with the previous ones, creating a web of well-being and vitality. When we connect with our passions, we naturally find purpose. When we cultivate our spirituality, we strengthen our ability to adapt to life's changes. It's a virtuous cycle that feeds itself. There is no single formula for incorporating these pillars into your life. The secret is to find your own rhythm, your own way of expressing each of them. Like a well-tended garden, each person blossoms in their own way, in their own time. The important thing is to maintain daily cultivation with patience, love, and dedication. Now that we know all 9 pillars of timeless beauty, let's explore practical ways to incorporate them into our daily routine. The key is to start with small steps that, together, create a lasting transformation in our quality of life. Let's start with the morning, the perfect time to set the tone for the day. Research from the Stanford Center for Preventative Medicine shows that creating a positive morning routine can reduce cortisol levels by up to 23%. Start your day with a glass of warm lemon water, which not only hydrates you, but also aids digestion and provides vitamin C, which is important for collagen production. Next, spend 15 minutes doing a gentle movement routine. This could be a series of simple stretches, some deep breathing exercises, or a short walk around the block. The important thing is to wake your body up gradually. Dr. Lisa Peterson, a geriatrics specialist, emphasizes that movement in the morning activates our metabolism and prepares our body and mind for the day's activities. To nurture your social and intellectual well-being, set aside a regular time for activities that stimulate your mind and strengthen your connections. For example, join a virtual book club twice a week or have a set time for video calls with family members. The National Institutes of Health shows that regular social interactions can reduce the risk of cognitive decline by up to 40%. When it comes to nutrition, prioritize colorful and nutritious meals. A diet rich in antioxidants not only benefits your internal health, but also reflects on your external appearance. Include berries for breakfast, dark leafy greens for lunch, and fish rich in omega-3 for dinner. This combination provides essential nutrients to maintain your energy and vitality throughout the day. Set aside specific times for your passions and hobbies. Like Maria, 73, who dedicated Tuesday and Thursday afternoons to her painting classes. Having a regular commitment to something I love gives me structure and purpose, she shares. The Center for Active Aging Studies shows that people with regular hobbies report higher levels of life satisfaction. To cultivate spirituality, create a quiet space in your home, a corner of your living room or bedroom, dedicated to reflection and silence. 15 minutes of meditation a day, or simply sitting quietly and observing your breathing, can make a significant difference in your emotional well-being. When it comes to clothing, choose pieces that combine comfort with elegance. Choose colors that flatter your skin tone and cuts that flatter your current figure. Psychologist Sarah Thompson suggests dressing every morning as if you were going to meet a dear friend. This boosts your self-esteem and energy for the day. And don't forget the power of a smile and a good sense of humor. Keep a gratitude journal where you write down 3 funny or joyful moments each day. This simple practice trains our brains to identify and appreciate the positive aspects of life, even on challenging days. Remember, implementing these pillars doesn't have to be perfect. It's like learning a new dance. You may stumble a little at first, but over time the movements will Become natural and fluid. The important thing is to remain consistent and kind to yourself on this journey of self-discovery and transformation. Now I want to share with you some truly inspiring stories of people who have incorporated these pillars into their lives and experienced remarkable transformations. These are real examples that show us how timeless beauty manifests itself in unique and inspiring ways. Let's start with the story of Helena, 78, a retired teacher who transformed her life after discovering ballroom dancing at age 65. At first, I was hesitant, she says. I thought it was too late to start something new. But from the first step into the dance hall, I felt a different energy run through my body. Today, Helena not only takes regular classes, but also organizes monthly dance meetups for other seniors in her community. The U.S. National Institutes of Health confirms what Helena discovered intuitively. Dance is one of the most complete activities for the body and mind, combining physical exercise, social interaction, and stimulation. Cognitive studies show a 76% reduction in the risk of cognitive decline among regular social dance practitioners. Another inspiring example is Roberto, 82, who after losing his wife found new purpose through cooking. I had never cooked before in my life, he smiles. I started watching videos on the internet and making little recipes. Today, Roberto not only prepares healthy meals for himself, but also runs a cooking blog aimed at single people in their prime, sharing nutritious and easy-to-prepare recipes. Nutritionist Dr. Sarah Thompson from the Center for Studies in Healthy Aging highlights that the act of cooking involves multiple benefits. In addition to adequate nutrition, we have the cognitive stimulation in meal planning, the physical movement during preparation, and the emotional satisfaction of creating something with your own hands. Then there's the inspiring journey of Donna Cecilia, 75, who transformed her small garden into a community project. I started by planting a few herbs for my tea, she explains. Today we have a group of 15 people who meet weekly to tend the garden and learn about medicinal plants. The project not only promotes regular physical activity through gardening, but has also created a vital social support network for participants. Geriatric specialist Dr. Michael Anderson notes that projects like Cecilia's perfectly exemplify the integration of the 9 pillars. We have physical activity through gardening, ongoing learning about plants, social interaction, a clear purpose to contribute to the community, and even a spiritual aspect in connecting with nature. And we can't forget to mention Carlos, 85, who decided to learn computer programming to create an app that helps seniors connect with volunteers for small daily tasks. Many people told me it was impossible to learn programming at this age, he says with a smile. But I discovered that our brains are capable of learning at any age, as long as we have determination and purpose. These stories show us that there is no age to start something new, to reinvent yourself, to find a new purpose. Each of these people has found their own unique way to incorporate the pillars of timeless beauty into their lives, creating not only a more meaningful existence for themselves, but also positively impacting their communities. We've come to the end of our conversation about the 9 pillars that make life after 60 truly extraordinary. But in truth, this isn't an ending, it's just the beginning of your personal journey of transformation and discovery. Throughout this video, we explored together how true beauty transcends physical appearance and manifests itself through our daily choices, our attitudes, and our way of embracing life. We saw how the combination of regular physical activity, continuous learning, and a joyful spirit creates a solid foundation for a vibrant life. We learned that cultivating meaningful relationships and dressing confidently are not just superficial choices, but deep expressions of self-care and self-love. We discovered how adapting to change makes us stronger and wiser, while embracing our passions keeps our inner flame burning. The Center for Active Aging Research in the United States confirms something we already felt intuitively: people who incorporate these 9 pillars into their lives not only live longer, but live better, with more satisfaction and purpose. Studies show a 63% increase in perceived quality of life among those who adopt these practices consistently. Remember, you don't have to implement everything at once. Start by choosing 1 or 2 pillars that resonate most with you right now. Maybe it's gradually increasing your physical activity or taking the time to learn something new. The important thing is to take the first step and build your path at your own pace. As we've seen in the inspiring stories we've shared, each person finds their own unique way to express these pillars. There's no one-size-fits-all formula for timeless beauty. There's your shape, your journey, your story to tell. The beauty of the golden years lies precisely in our ability to gather all the experiences, learnings, and wisdom accumulated throughout life and transform them into a unique and authentic expression of who we are. Each wrinkle tells a story of overcoming, each smile reflects a lesson learned, and each day is a new opportunity to shine even brighter. Now, I want to invite you to join this conversation. Share in the comments which of the 9 pillars resonated with you the most and why. How do you plan to incorporate these elements into your life? What changes have you already begun to envision? If this content helped you and brought valuable insights to your life, be sure to like and subscribe to the Best Age channel. Your support helps us continue to bring you more important content about health, well-being, and a fulfilling life in old age. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos on health and longevity. Together, we're building a community that celebrates the beauty of every stage of life. Until we meet again, keep shining your unique light into the world. After all, true beauty has no age. It only gets better with time, like a precious wine that gets better and better.